Do what?
What do you say for this? Really?
Do what? But the thing is, every time
Hey, if you're doing a cold open, it's upside down, so it won't record our audio that well.
Oh, look, you're smart.
Okay, well.
I wasn't. I was.
Yeah?
The thing about this podcast is every time I email an episode to you, it's the most complicated bullshit.
You have to do it, though.
I know. Hold on. It's the most complicated bullshit to send it to you. And then I'm like, I should remember how to do this for next time so it's easier. Like, I should write it down. And then I don't.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing every week.
Well.
And then it discourages me from even trying to upload these.
Well. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
My biggest concern
Yeah.
with media today, furries. Has to be furries.
Are
they only a sexual thing is my question.
Yeah, isn't it? I don't know. Probably. Probably.
Because, like, I was thinking about this recently. Remember we were like, well, are furries, have they always been
I don't know
around?
if I think you probably can identify as an animal.
Wait. What I'm trying to get to.
Like, as a human, instead of a human.
Well, I'm thinking about this.
As your gender,
people
maybe?
like to like now. I don't know. As your gender? I don't think
Wait,
that
can
works.
you? Yeah, is that how
That's
that
not
works?
a gender thing. I don't think.
I don't think
that's
it's
just
a
an
gender thing.
oversimplification and an
Right?
insult to a lot of different people. But
like, I know that it's a thing that people identify as like a firefox.
yeah.
So, can you do?
It's not a gender thing though. But
it's not their species. They're not trans species.
Yeah, you say that, but like 40 years ago. 10 years ago, people were like, but that's not their gender.
I guess. Yeah.
I think about it from the
This is a bad start.
Whatever. I think of it from the most future perspective. In 400 years, we'll be sorry for eating animals, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Sure, because we'll learn how to talk to them.
Yeah, exactly. But what I was trying to get to
But,
is,
like,
you keep interrupting me. What I was trying to get to, as I was like, when we talked about this, were furries around before
Yes!
like 1990? They were, you know,
100%.
those like druids and fucking people that like, what's your spirit animal?
Yeah.
And they're like, I am a crow.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You know when like in like the stereotypical like Native American man that's named like Bright Wolf. There it is. There it is.
I'm agreeing with you here.
Mm-hmm. But now, the thing that I'm concerned about, why that cartoon style specifically? Why don't they look like real
the
animals?
one that you could find on like 4chan?
Yeah, all of them dress like that. Even
Yeah.
when they dress, especially when they dress that cartoon specific style. Why don't they just dress like real animals? Is that too real?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't think they want to buy like real fur for their fucking costumes.
I guess not a real fur, but I mean, like, there are like convincing outfits that look like animal. Like, one of my favorite thing. You ever seen Peter and the Wolf? You know what Peter and the Wolf is?
No.
It's a ballet, or I guess, well, it's not really, I mean, it can be a ballet, but it's also a symphony, where this guy tells a story and all the flutes and everything. I remember watching one when I was a little kid about this ballet. This guy dressed up like a wolf, the titular wolf from, if you guessed it, Peter and the Wolf.
Peter and the Wolf.
Yeah. Peter looked exactly like a human. I don't know how they did it. He looked exactly like a Peter. I don't know how they did it. They struck gold.
Only Peter I know is a fucking piece of garbo.
Peter Parker is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck Spider-Man.
Peter Parker.
Fuck Spider-Man.
My name's the guy who's
Norman Osborn.
Yeah. My name's Norman
My
Osborn.
name is Dr. Octopusius.
And this is the We Hate Peter Parker podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
As Dr. If you want to do a doctor.
Joe just did like a visual bit and it didn't translate.
I put my hands around my eyeballs like glasses.
You're wearing glasses.
Well, but Doc Ock's like glasses are
No, they're normal glasses.
They're specifically circular.
They're really normal.
No, his eyes are circular.
No, they're normal
Or
glasses.
they're stupid shades. They're either circular
They're stupid shades, but they're normal glasses.
No, the classic design.
No, yeah.
The circles.
No,
yeah, man.
Normal shades. Yeah. Fucking Google it.
You Google it.
You Google it. That's my record. The recording
I'll
device is my
your
phone.
Google. I'm not gonna do it. I don't care enough at all.
Well, good. Good. I'm happy that we're really making good content we could be proud of.
Okay,
I was listening to a podcast earlier for English class.
What?
It's for the project we need to do research, and I was listening to a podcast because she said to.
This motherfucker stole my question.
Oh, okay.
I said my question out loud.
Oh, okay.
A week ago.
Oh, I'm interrupting you.
Fucking you do.
Oh, I'm interrupting you.
I need to do your fucking.
No, it's fine. Go on, Joe.
So we need to pick our topic.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
I don't remember what I was gonna say. Go on.
So for Genius Day, which is our little school's program,
Yeah.
which is like our senior project, I think is the exact same thing.
Yeah.
To pick our topic, and I out loud, verbally to the class, picked ethical war as mine. As can war be ethical?
Answer yes.
Oh, every single one.
Answer what? It could be whatever you convince yourself it to be.
So I said that out loud. I made it known that was my thing. Today, she's like, "Hey, Joe, you and I'm not gonna name names. Scott,
Name the name.
Scott,
Name.
you and Scott.
Name the name.
I don't know his last name.
Call him out.
Okay, you and Scott picked the same thing. I'm like, oh, that's so weird, isn't it? Isn't that the weirdest thing? What
Wait,
a weird coincidence.
Ethical war?
I mean,
He said that?
no, he didn't say it specifically. I think he knew.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. He definitely heard me say it and was like, I can reword this. And also submit
Why would he
this as my
want
top-
to?
I don't know.
Why would he want
I was
to
the only
do
one saying
that?
out loud. And he probably just didn't think of any.
I guess, but like that's a hard thing to fucking like have to half-ass if you're gonna start half-assing now.
I mean, I guess.
Wait, I remember what I was gonna say. So I was listening to a podcast for my fucking topic for English, and the whole I'm not gonna call out the podcast because I don't want to start podcast beef, and I will listen to that podcast more probably because I don't fucking care about my time and I will spend it frivolously. But the two guys on it both had the same voice. Swear to God, same voice. Couldn't tell them apart.
It's having two white boys
Yeah.
make a podcast.
Yeah.
You can't tell the difference.
Hi, I'm Joe. This is me.
That kind of probably sounds exactly like me.
Yeah, probably.
They're probably like, and I'm like, and you know, do it again. Hey, Joe, this is me. See, doesn't that sound exactly
That
like
was
me?
Joe. That was Joe doing a bit. But I'm not even that. They had the same voice. Couldn't tell them apart. They complained the whole podcast.
And this is a commentary. this is like a joke about us, Alex.
I swear to God, it was a whole separate podcast that had every
What
problem.
if you found an alternate universe version of our
Right?
podcast?
And the crazy thing is, they were screenwriters. That was the podcast. That was the topic.
No.
And they sounded like us, and they complained only, and they kept like claiming that the podcast wasn't good and the audio quality wasn't good. And I think it's from a different universe where it's us.
I think
I didn't get their names, so I don't know.
So you know my time travel hypothesis? Mm-hmm. That's the one I brought you with me. I'm
Yeah.
going to explain my time travel hypothesis to the podcast, but I have a very definitely true theory
I don't know about that part.
about how in the future I invent time travel, and I come back in time to fix things. Jesus, wait, stop throwing things at me. Stop doing that. Your dog doesn't need that.
I need you to tell me when I'm throwing at you.
Ketchup packets?
What? No.
That's exactly what they are.
No.
Oh,
I would never.
I said we'll kill you.
You might be wondering, why do I have ketchup packets in my room?
I don't want to answer.
Just in case.
Basically, my hypothesis is that
Yes.
is that because people always tell me, they're like, Joe, I saw this person that's exactly like you, except older. And I'm like, really? And then there's all these people that like act like me.
Maybe it's just because you're basic as fuck.
Maybe that's what it is. Or I meant time travel in the future. I always come back and I never fix the problem. I always create new ones. And so I keep needing to go back in time. And now there's all these versions of me. And one of the times I come back with you.
Sure, and we start another shittier podcast.
Yeah. Maybe that,
Not shittier, it's probably better.
maybe that universe needed a podcast and that was what caused the world to end. And then this one, he fixed it subconsciously with us. But then he was like, well, I kind of want to do it. And then the one where I brought you, I was like, I kind of want to do it too. Whatever is on. I don't know what it's about. What was it about?
Screenwriting, I told you this. You never listen to me.
I thought they were screenwriters. I didn't know they were about screenwriters.
It was about just filmmaking in general.
Okay, well.
Not even like filmmaking in general, what they were doing
No.
in their careers of film. That's why I was just complaining the whole time.
Well, fair enough.
Stop trying to put the cap back on the bottle. That's not how it
I
works.
love doing that.
That's not how bottles are built to do.
I love it too much.
Joe, what do you think of the new season of Rick and Morty? It's come to a close. Season 3.
I think
it's over and done.
I think in the least ironic, quite funniest season yet.
Yeah. Genuinely, I rewatched every episode
I mean, I didn't do that.
at
but
least
I would.
3 times.
What about the wibbly wobbly conspiracy?
No, that's
Yeah.
the only one I didn't because I don't think Jerry's a funny character and I think he genuinely brings down the show. I do.
I agree. I was depressed when they got back together at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. I was like,
alright, spoiler
I was like,
alert.
fuck me.
I think the reason that episode, the last episode was fucking funny, but the ending was kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
And that's why it's getting a bit of flack.
I think, yeah.
And also, like, no one wanted Jerry back.
Yeah.
No one wanted
But
it.
the thing about Jerry is that for the, like, philosophical aspects of of every episode, where it's, like, exploring a thing, Jerry is supposed to be the average man.
Sure.
I think the reason this episode was so...
He's below
this
average.
season was so fun was because there's no average...
Yeah,
all the episodes
exactly.
don't include average people. Philosophical aspect or whatever. But to comment on how stupid most people are, that's Jerry's point, I think.
Yeah, and the show has moved away from that and onto, like, why these characters are damaged, and that's why it's a good season.
Sure.
And, like, the Pickle Rick episode was a good look into Rick's psyche, and the Toxic episode was a good look into both of their psyches, and why'd you bring Jerry back? He sucks.
Well, you should send them an email.
What? Fucking Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon, two of my favorite people?
Yeah, send them an email.
I'm not going to criticize them.
Send them an email.
I'm not going to do that.
Send them an email.
They're my boys. I like them.
Hey, Alex.
I've never met them.
Hey,
but
Alex.
What?
Send them an email.
Stop doing visual bits.
I'm not doing visual
All right,
bits.
I'm going to describe to the audience.
Send them an email.
Audience, make fan art of this, please, of my description.
Please, audience, it exists.
Joe is wearing an outfit that...
I'm just like a lighthouse.
No, let me tell it! Joe is dressed like he owns a lighthouse that doesn't work anymore, and it does. There's no light in it, and no boats ever come to that port anyway. But he bought it to write like a novel in. Stop making sounds.
It's the wind.
No, it's not the wind. We're not doing it. We're not doing a role play. And it's
There's a monster in this lake.
You're not old. You're you. Anyway, make fan art of it. Dude, if we ever get fan art...
Beware the Loch Ness Monster!
I hate you. I hate everything about you. Are you proud of yourself?
I'm dressed like a sailor today.
Yeah. Not even a sailor.
It's the blue and white striped
It's
shirt.
blue and white stripes, but you don't look like a sailor. You look like a wannabe sailor.
Yeah. I mean...
And
I
that's
can't
what you
be
look
a
like.
sailor.
Well, you didn't
I'm
come in
not
a
sailor.
hat. You didn't come in tiny shorts.
I wish I wore
You
it.
didn't come in little rain booties.
I could, though. I have all those... I don't have a hat, though.
Yeah, you have rain booties?
I mean, I got a rain boot somewhere in my house.
I don't. I genuinely
Yeah, I think
haven't
about it.
seen rain boots.
Now I think about it, I don't know
in
where my
years.
I don't know where my rain boots.
I don't think I ever owned rain boots. I think
Hey, I gotta blow my nose. Is this $5 bill okay?
What? You owe me so much money.
You just threw out your own $5 bill.
On accident!
Well, you know who's
You know
throwing
what I
away money?
mean?
Who's throwing away money now?
You know what I mean?
Who's throwing away money?
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Okay, I have a question about memes. I have a classification theory and I need you to back up.
Okay.
So there are 3 types of memes. So, let's start with the worst. Sub-memes. Memes that are technically jokes, I guess. I think. Probably not. Where they're so, like, they're not really that good
Yeah.
at being jokes, and they're just amateur, probably 12-year-olds trying to make memes, don't really know what they're doing. Usually include that horrible font at the top and the bottom of the picture, playing off of nothing.
Yeah.
And then there's just regular memes, which are funny, play off of some kind of weird societal thing we do, or, I don't know, anything. Or make a commentary. Or just make our joke. Then there are my favorite type of meme, which is the meta meme.
I hate.
Which is the meta meme, and the meta meme
God damn it.
makes fun of memes, which in turn are a criticism of society.
I thought you were gonna fucking talk about the account you found that are memes, but in a different language, and you
Italian. Those are sub-memes. But I was gonna get into a point where meta memes tread a dangerous... Wait, I know. Meta memes tread a dangerous water where they can re-enter sub-meme territory. My favorite meme is this caption says, "When you stand up," and the picture is just a guy standing up.
Pretty good.
And that's fucking hilarious. But it's treading so close to being a sub-meme where it's not funny anymore. But
you know what the craziest thing...
But the Italian memes are the reverse. They're sub-memes that have become so sub-meme, that they're suddenly meta-memes again. Where they're so stupid. They make no sense. I barely understand Italian, which helps it.
Yeah.
Helps it be better. Because my favorite one is the Tooth Fairy one. It took me 3 hours to decode. That makes. I'm gonna describe this meme to you.
Don't.
It's a picture of a man with a binky in his mouth. Oh my god. 3 times. The same guy sitting in a chair 3 times, but the guy with a binky in his mouth. And then Dwayne The Rock Johnson dressed as the Tooth Fairy.
From his critically acclaimed movie,
yes,
The Tooth Fairy.
Sprinkling dust on all 3 of these men in binkies on a cosmic background where it's like like space, the stars and shit. And then the caption I'm gonna translate it obviously, says how you felt when they all open up with how you felt when you were a kid.
Yeah.
When you put the tooth under the pillow. And then you woke up and there wasn't 20 euros underneath your pillow.
1 second. What?
You let the dogs out?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to scrub? You want to scrub back?
No, it's fine.
Fine.
Who cares? No one cares.
But
this podcast is stupid.
It says, look, when you don't find 20 euros
You've been
under
talking for 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
When you don't find 20 euros under your pillow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. But then I started thinking, what does that do with the guy with the binkies and the Tooth Fairy? What is going on? How is this picture or image related?
I'm pretty sure that was made by someone who doesn't speak Italian.
Yeah.
And is making a meme.
I don't know. Because the thing is, they have the little tags. Because they don't watermarks so that people don't copy them and steal them. And then it says like La Fattoria d'Italia or like La Fabbrica d'Italia, which means the Fabbrica di Memes.
The meme factory.
Yeah, La Fabbrica de Meme, which is hilarious.
You know what the craziest part about this conversation is? I watched 2 days ago. I watched a video essay about memes, analyzing memes.
This is my favorite thing to do because,
I hated myself for it.
I think there's a part of society where like there's like the modern trend of making fun of society or because you don't have faith in society anymore.
Sure.
But then because you adopt that mentality of nothing is serious, when you try to make fun of serious things, you can't take that even seriously. And then meta memes show up and they're like, you're so like they're just too much. It's just breaking like my favorite Eric Andre bit is he gets up on stage to the what's it called? Cold open?
Yeah. You do meta memes all the time. Like meta jokes in real life all the time. Like whenever I do the glasses bit now, you go, oh, funny joke!
Yeah. Exactly. I want to be the meta meme in reality. This is my aspiration. When they were like, hey, small Joe, you're 8 years old, kid.
Just stop doing visual bits.
I can hear it. I slapped my leg.
But they didn't get it.
Hey, kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, isn't it really weird that I'm doing this bit right now, where I interview myself as an 8-year-old, implying that I'm gonna say meta meme as what I want to be when I grow up? Isn't that fucking weird?
And that was just a meta. And also, you were covering your mouth that whole time.
As a mic.
Because you were interviewing yourself. And it sounded awful, I bet.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you think the fastest you ever...
You do that all the time. And I never catch on. I've never once caught on. So me and Joe have a class together. It's called personal... Shut up. Wasn't that funny? Me and Joe have a class together. It's called personal finance.
Personal financial literacy?
Shut up. And
yeah.
And we mess around the whole time because the teacher's cool and we do our work and we have extra time, so we just talk and do sneaky Pete memes. Sneaky Pete. And
please
today,
make a picture of this podcast if we ever upload these. Sneaky Pete.
No, it won't be. And today, I was looking forward to fucking go to personal finance because I had a lot of work to do that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to just mess around personal finance. And then we sat down in personal finance, me and Joe, my boy, and we like started a conversation. And then Joe got handed a pass to go to guide and said he was gone the whole period. Mm-hmm. And I just sat there listening to personal finance monotonely.
I would ask
the rest of the period
what we did in that class, but that's really
subpar. In that class, we're doing like a simulation for like real life.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't start it today, so you didn't miss that. But we like did extra credit for it, so you missed out on like I want to say 75 points for that game. Like you're gonna lose.
But I was so good.
You're gonna lose now. Is what's gonna happen.
I was so good the day we played.
I guess you can do it now. I guess you can like fucking do the extra credit now, but.
Guys,
Joe was like really passionate. He was arguing with me about how to play this financial literacy quiz.
H&R Block is sponsored.
Yeah. Nope, not sponsored. Don't.
H&R Block TM. We own them.
What?
We own H&R
We don't
Block.
do that.
I
don't know if we can legally.
H&R Block.
Say your thing. I have another topic.
They do a simulation and see who's the best with dealing with their finances. And at first I was like, this is dumb. I don't care if I don't do well in this.
Yeah.
And then like skip to 20 minutes later, I'm making little mini notes on my computer. I have a calculator out. I'm doing all the math. I have notes on my phone. I write on my hand.
Like he was really concerned and frustrated that he wouldn't be able to balance his savings in a fake world.
Oh no. That's my problem with The Sims.
Yeah.
Because The Sims isn't real.
No.
But I have...
This just in. The Sims isn't real.
But I'll get into it where I'm like, I'm unemployed. Why am I such a lazy piece of shit? My fucking Sims character is an astronaut at 43!
Please stop yelling. Wait, so... do you know anything about the laws that, like, govern churches? Like, how they relate to government?
What do you mean? They're not allowed to tax churches, but yeah.
Yeah. It's all the laws about churches and religious organizations are quote, very vague. That's a quote from the IRS. And so I was watching John Oliver from 3 years ago, and he did a bit where he made his own church, and he was really like, and he was taking money from people because it's legal to do that.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the requirements for the church, for like making a church. We should make a church because the main requirement is you have to believe in what you're doing. You have to like show your belief, and you have to meet at least bi-weekly. And we have both of those things. We believe in stupidity.
Yes.
And we meet at least bi-weekly.
Can we believe in memes? I want that to be our belief. Is that how we splinter? Is that how our doctrine splinters off into two different...
You're Pastor Meta Meme.
Pastor Meta Meme.
Yeah.
I am Lord Saint of the choir Meta Meme.
Calling someone Meta Meme sounds like a shitty comic book character.
Yeah. X-Men specifically.
Meta Meme, yeah. Or like Flash, I don't know.
Yeah. Remember the thing where DC started calling all their superheroes metahumans?
Yeah, it's really bad. And
everyone's like, "You just trying to do the mutant thing, but you can't because they do the mutant thing." Mm-hmm. So you're calling them metahumans. Mm-hmm. And then Marvel was like, "Oh shit, we don't even have the rights for X-Men movies, so we'll invent Inhumans and slowly phase X-Men comics out of existence, even though everyone loves them and whatever. But this doesn't make us as much money, and it's not about the stories anymore. You ever think about that?
I hate Inhumans. They're
no
really
one
dumb.
Likes Inhumans. They need a TV show.
They live on the moon.
What?
They live on the moon.
No, they don't.
Real plot point in the TV show. They live on the moon.
Why?
I don't know.
They Hitler.
I don't know. I don't know why they would be like, and they live on the moon. They could be underground, and I would be like, that's comic. I understand. That's fair.
It's like
they're like mutants. Yeah, but no, no, they live on the moon. How'd they get there? No, I haven't looked into it.
How'd they get in the moon? Yeah,
how'd they get to the moon?
I kind of know.
I don't.
I mean, I feel like.
But how'd they get down? Why are they down? Why don't they stay on the moon?
Oh, so they've been on the moon.
Yeah, they've been on the moon.
Did I just create liquid?
What? Did you pee?
No, no.
Did you cry?
No.
Did you sweat?
I just spun.
Then no.
I just spun this and tried to take the cap off. It's empty, and now there's root beer all over me.
I hate you so much. You're the worst. Stop licking yourself. Damn it! I don't want that audio out here.
I want someone.
Stop licking yourself.
I want to get a remix of you saying "Stop licking yourself"
yeah.
and then really make it into something that doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Jesus, that took a dark turn.
All praise, Lord Saint of the
That took
choir.
That took a while. That took a while to say that sentence.
I'm never gonna forget that title now. Full title: Lord Saint of the choir. Meta meme. That's my full
You're
title.
never gonna forget that.
In this church.
You almost just forgot it.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Oh,
Never.
ooh, ooh.
I'm ready. Can we
Ooh.
have doctrine? Can we have really sad doctrine?
Yeah, we can.
Uh-huh.
Let me just say my thing.
Can we all have furries? First rule: no furries.
I don't want to alienate any of our fan base.
Possible subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe some furries, but no raccoon furries specifically.
You've been hating on raccoons recently. You've
Don't
been, like,
say that out loud
you made-
in Alabama.
You mean like 3 raccoon jokes
I made 2
today.
raccoon jokes, and I will admit it was excessive, and I should have said something like, I don't know, no starfish furries. Are they?
So, I don't know if they do fish.
They don't do fish?
I don't know.
They do birds, right?
Yeah, but those have
Featheries, right? They call and then the scalies are the little...
Scalies!
Yeah, you didn't know?
That's rad!
Yes! Give me Ella, geckos, and
Shut up.
hawks, specifically.
Sure, buddy. Oh, wait, so what I was going to say is...
Most of them are
I
dogs,
saw...
right?
Joe,
Hey, Joe. Hey.
get the fuck out of my ass, Jason. God damn it, now that I knows that.
The dead remix.
That's my brother just walked in the room.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is,
that what happened?
ooh, I saw Mother this weekend, and I'm a different person now.
Oh, wait, don't talk about it right now. I haven't seen it.
I know you haven't seen it, but
why'd you bring it up?
me because I want to tell them about it.
But I'm here.
But cover your ears. It
No.
fucked me up, guys. Here are all the spoilers.
No.
Joe, you want to cover your ears?
No,
Okay, he's
please.
covering his ears.
I'm not covering my ears.
I'm not gonna talk about it. Go see Mother though.
Go see
If
Mother.
it's still in theaters by
Go
the
see
time
My
this comes
Mother.
out.
It's not going to be.
No, it's not gonna be in theaters.
Go
but
see-
go rent Mother because it will be on DVD by the time this comes out.
My favorite.
Rent on DVD. Why'd I say that?
Rent it on DVD. My favorite.
From a red box. From a Blockbuster.
My favorite memory in a Blockbuster was walking into an abandoned Blockbuster, but the guy
Wait,
was
really?
still standing behind the register
What?
and said, "Hello, welcome to Blockbuster."
This isn't real.
And then his head did a full 360 around his neck.
There it is. There it is.
And then he looked at me and he's vomiting.
There it is.
Blood. So much blood.
You know what my worst memory
and
of
then I
Blockbuster
said,
was?
I must be dreaming. I almost shot myself, but it was real.
I hate you so much. My worst memory at a Blockbuster was like watching the trailer for Batman versus Dracula
Oh yeah.
on the TV,
I have that
like
DVD.
above the kids
I have
section.
that DVD in my house.
It scared me so much. I was afraid of vampires for the rest of my childhood.
Uh-huh.
I was like really afraid of vampires.
Dude, what were you afraid of other than
Vampires.
vampires?
What was I?
Yeah.
Heights.
Yeah, you're still afraid.
Vampire. Yeah.
I said words. I meant like childish fears.
Oh.
Because I was also afraid of
I don't
vampires.
know. Commitment.
You imply that you're over that now.
What?
But I think
Me and Joe aren't best friends. We're just
I was a
above
kid-
average acquaintances.
I was a kid afraid of wolves because of Never
Yeah,
Ending
because
Story.
of Never Ending Story.
But I also afraid of wolves and vampires, and that makes me think: are we over those kinds of fears that like medieval society was not over?
What do you mean?
And that's why they invented all these monsters. They never got over these things. They were like,
No.
you know what would be fucking so scary, man?
What?
You remember a person we just killed and buried? What if he wasn't dead? He had fangs, needed our blood to live.
Yeah, there's a lot of you spit all over me. There's a lot of like very specific
Stipulations
rules.
to vampires.
Like he cannot come in my house if he's not invited. He hates garlic, and also he cannot cross any type of creek, no matter how small.
Just pour water if he comes near.
What?
you. Because no, what happened was these guys are sitting around the fireplace like, well, what if that guy really did come back to life, John? And John's like,
Wood in the heart, bam.
yeah, we just say
What? Why?
And they're like, but isn't he already dead? And he's like, no, he's a demon, so he has weaknesses. Oh,
Weaknesses.
oh, okay, so I'm not really afraid anymore. And then John was like, I can use their fear to manipulate them. And he said, and he can turn into a wolf and a bat, and he's immortal. And then they were like, oh no, I'm scared again. And he's like, maybe I went too far. He's also.
Don't worry. You can't come in your house without you inviting him. Oh, I'm okay now. Fucking dumb bat. What's his name? What's this menace's name?
Jack Kool-Aid.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink the Kool-Aid. Before that was even a referenceable thing.
Yeah. What do you think about
A sadly
cults?
referenceable thing.
Now that
What?
we started our own cult, I mean religion,
Shh. What are the laws about cults?
There are no laws about cults. Because the cult's what makes it a cult, what makes it a religion, if it's a law thing.
Yeah, I guess. What's my opinion on cults? I know someone who was in a cult.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not going to rat them out. But they were in a cult for a while. Like a solid year and a half.
As a cult.
It took them a year to realize, oh, that was a cult.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you don't know.
You don't. Tell me you don't know.
You don't know.
When they're
the premise of the cult. Let me pitch you this television pilot. The premise of the cult was a bunch of really devoted Christians, maybe, I think Christians. They all got onto a bus and spent a year and a half driving around the entire country, holding signs out the window and throwing eggs at women.
What?
For being sinners. On Sundays.
That's not a... What?
Yeah. And it was a cult. And
it's not a cult.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And they'd make them do really weird shit whenever they were not driving around. Like, it'd be really weird. And, like, you'd have to do jumping jacks.
Who did this?
You don't know them. And I'm not going to rat them out.
You, because this
Hint it was me. Hint it was me.
Hint? This sounds preposterous.
I swear to God.
Hint? Why?
And then she got married to one of the dudes in the cult.
They both in the cult still? Was this
What?
an experience for them?
After they left.
Yeah?
I think.
They were like,
Wait,
wasn't that fucking weird?
Yeah. This isn't my story, so I don't know why I'm telling it.
Uh-huh.
I had this story told to me.
Yeah.
By the person who was in the cult. So
who's in the cult?
If you hear this, you know who you are. Shout out to you. You're cool.
Shut up.
And this story, she told me this story just like it came up randomly in conversation, and they were like, "Yeah, I was in a cult," and we were like, "What? Tell us more." And it's not a big deal. Which is in a cult for a year and a half. A year and a half.
Uh-huh.
And
in a bus too.
In a bus. And they stopped at motels.
Sleep? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We should get a bus for our religion.
And do what with it? Neither of us have a license.
I don't have to drive the bus. We need to recruit a bus driver first. First step to this religion.
I think that'd be a really good...
First step to our religion.
You know, I'm not going to...
We need to convert
That would be a really good... I'm going to write that pilot for a TV show.
Yeah.
Cult bus?
Cult bus?
Cult bus?
Cult bus? I want to elaborate on a topic.
Okay.
So you said we can't drive. We don't have licenses.
Yeah.
It's not because we're not old enough. It's not because we're physically disabled in any way.
Yeah, I'm aware.
We both just failed the test.
I failed twice. Joe failed once. And
I would have failed a second time.
Yeah, and did not sign up again.
Yep.
To take it again because he's afraid. And that's where I'm at. That's where we're at.
Yeah. So I started writing my T's with the little leg at the
You're
bottom.
the worst.
You're
the worst.
It's liberating.
Ugh.
I've never felt more free in my life.
You would, you bastard. You son of a bitch. Fucking curly T motherfucker. Get off my podcast.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back to the Alex podcast. How many times have I made that joke?
Welcome back to the
podcast. Joe, let's do an improv exercise.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say that was a weird amount of silence. I'm sorry. Welcome back to the Joe and Alex podcast. We're gonna do an improv exercise. I'm gonna say a word, then you're gonna say a word, and we're gonna keep going back until one of us says period.
Okay.
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 And you can say comma if you want, I guess, but it wouldn't make much sense. Okay, ready? You start.
Okay. One day.
Not one word, you fucking idiot.
Once.
There.
Period.
You fucking got me, dude. You fucking tricked me, man. That was a goof if I've ever heard one.
Woo! Woo! Zoe, let's do it again. I want to do this again.
Alright, but don't
Okay,
fucking...
I'll start again.
Alright.
Light bulbs.
R.
Ow!
You're the worst. You're the worst comedy partner. I don't know how you've gotten this far,
What do you even mean?
I don't know.
Where am I?
I feel like maybe I've been carrying you, and this is where it all is revealed. Even though you're funnier on the podcast because I'm just too tired to talk most of the time.
I think you get a little nervous. Someone needs to give you a massage.
I don't want it to be.
Someone needs to give you.
Stop
a
coming
massage.
closer to me. Stop coming closer.
Somebody,
to me. Joe.
Somebody
no,
needs
no.
to give a little Alex a big old massage.
You have crab hands. Pretty good, solid, quality bit.
I have a question about your pillow.
What
your
about
blanket?
Yeah,
You can unzip your blanket. What's inside?
it's a
Another blanket.
Stop, put that back. No, it's a cover for the blanket so it doesn't get dirty and I don't have to wash the blanket. I just have to wash the. I don't have to wash the blanket as much. I have to wash the cover.
What's the point of a blanket?
To keep
If you just
warm?
put a thing over it.
To keep you
just
warm?
get a bigger blanket.
But that I just explained to you.
Yeah?
That I have to. I only have to wash the cover more often than I have to wash the blanket.
Yeah, I guess.
So I have the blanket when it needs to go into the wash.
I still think Osama bin Laden's out there somewhere. I don't think that we got
Where
him.
did we
I
come
don't
from? Where
think
did we
they
go?
got him. I think it was a
Continental.
fabrication.
Fabrication?
Fabrication. I think he came to the U.S. government and said, I'm done. I'm in too deep. I know that. Can you guys fake kill me and I'll just stop? And they said, sure. That's what I think. I'm confident in that assertion.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah?
I feel like maybe I blacked out a little bit.
Mm.
And that's how we got to this topic. I'm afraid of what I said.
If someone gave you, like, a paste
A paste.
in their hands, they have a small pile of a paste,
Okay.
and they put it on your knee,
Sure.
how would you remove it?
How would I... Is it sticky?
Yeah.
I would scrape it off. I don't
Now
know.
it's on your hand. Now what are you gonna do?
Get a knife.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
How are you gonna go from...
What do you mean?
Your hands are all sticky now. What are you gonna do?
It's covering my whole hand?
Yeah, I mean, it's between your... It's like webbing.
It's creeping up my hand. It's gonna consume my whole body in a matter of minutes.
You could,
Gotta cut the hand off to survive.
okay, well, okay, you could say that, or...
And that is how you run a government. Got him. Wait, so... Have you played Hotline Miami? We're gonna move on from these weird bits.
I love them.
No, they're
I
not
want to...
funny.
Yes, I have heard of it. I've seen it, and I haven't...
But have you played it?
Not really.
Have you played the second one?
No.
I just finished the second one. It took me like a year because I stopped playing in random intervals. And I was like, I really want to play more of this.
Yeah.
And the whole point of the game is that video games are weird and crazy, and you as a video game player want to kill things more. And I was like, that's a good point, but also I want to kill more things. I'm going to play this game again.
Yeah.
So I restarted the game.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I...
Beat it.
So
Beat it again quickly.
So basically, I've been borrowing Alex's CD for Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain.
Oh, we're going to talk about this now.
I have had to restart that game five times
Five
so
separate
far.
times.
I've played the introduction 3 times, forced people to do it the next 2 times, and now that it's free on PlayStation Plus, it might not be by the time we listen to this, but it is right now, I'm thinking about downloading it, but I might have to play the introduction again.
Yeah,
and
you
that
will.
thought makes me want to become an armadillo.
Wait, so how did you... What happened that made you have to start it over?
So the first time,
Yes.
okay, I played it at your house. Then
Yeah, you
Then
did.
I said, "Hey, can I take this home?"
Yeah.
And you said, "Sure." And then when I got home, I realized I had to play it again. And then I realized,
And it's let me clarify. It's the longest and kind of most boring intro to a game that I've ever played.
No, it really
and
is.
it's crazy. It's a crazy intro, but if you watch it for a second time ever, you're like, this is the worst.
Yeah.
This is the most agonizing thing.
So I played it again.
Yeah.
Hated myself the second time through because I had just finished it at your house,
Mm-hmm.
and then like minutes later I was playing it at my house.
Yeah.
Then I was finally done with that. Then I realized I was playing offline and I didn't save it to my PlayStation Network account. So when I signed back into my PlayStation Network account, I had to play that motherfucker again.
Wow.
Didn't play the game. Stopped playing the game. Decided I wasn't going to do it. Didn't want to do that for myself. And then eventually, my brother, I convinced him to play the introduction so that I could play
Sure.
the rest of the game. Then recently, okay.
Wait, so what are we at? 3 times?
Yeah, 3 times so
play?
far. 3 times so far.
Yeah.
I've only played it twice, but 3 times it had been played.
Yeah.
Okay. So then recently,
Mm-hmm.
we got backfeed on our PlayStation Network account, and so it kicked us back off the account.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I think it was on a different Wi-Fi. I was at my dad's house.
Mm-hmm.
So because I was on different Wi-Fi, I think, again, new saves, and my dad was like, "You're not getting another PSN thing. Apparently, it's hacked." We thought it was hacked. It was a different thing, but we thought it was hacked, so we didn't want to put money on the account. So I played that motherfucker again. I was so bored at my dad's house. I played the intro. This is the 4th time.
Yeah.
Then recently, we rebooted the PSN account. Everything's fine now. We lost all of our data, and this is the 5th time I had to play this goddamn game. So I said no. I said no. I said I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So we got Sam to do it.
Yep.
And
shout out to Sam one time.
shout out to Sam. And so
you'll never be on this podcast again.
I might have to do it again.
Really?
I might have, because if I want to give you your disc back, otherwise I will never.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Otherwise I will never.
Yeah, otherwise.
I won't.
Otherwise.
Oh God.
You know what I mean?
I think it'll save it, right?
Probably not.
I think it
is. I just like shattering your dreams.
Counts, right?
Yeah.
I can't fucking do this game.
Why not? It's a good game.
It is, and the thing is, I want to be there when I'm raiding innocent Afghani villages.
They all are holding guns and shooting at you.
I want to raid innocent Afghani villages.
My favorite part. I might have told this story already. On.
Oh, you find that you have. Please don't do it again.
Oh, okay. Then I'll tell a different story. My favorite is the story I was gonna tell, and then I was gonna tell a different. My favorite part of Metal Gear Solid. This is good content. My favorite part of Metal Gear Solid is if you get good enough at the game. Once you walk into villages, and like the soldiers spot you, and like time freezes, the look of fear on their faces is so funny.
Yeah.
Cause like you're a mass murderer at a certain point. You're a one-man army.
Yeah.
You've killed so many people. Uh-huh. So the look on the like one-shot kill soldier face is so funny.
Yeah. My least favorite part about that game is after you've
it's not the opener.
It's definitely not. After you've raided an innocent Afghani village for all of their dirt scum and brutally murdered them in the streets of their own hometown.
Yeah. No, it's Russians.
I know. I understand the plot of the game.
All right.
But then there's still one left, so you haven't finished the mission yet. There's still one guy somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just
I've been there.
Search for his stupid the thing in Metal Gear Solid is they'll get up after a while, but if you stun them and put them to sleep, that doesn't kill them. Mm-hmm. You have to wait for them to get back up, so sometimes they're just lying around, you think they're dead, but they're not, and you didn't kill them yet. So you go around shooting all these bodies to make sure that you kill them.
I have the same type of problem with Hotline Miami, where Hotline Miami is just, you're a serial killer, that's the premise of the game, and you kill a lot of people by the end of the game. Like, each level is a lot of people. So I'll be aiming my sights at the last guy on this level, because if you die... like, no matter what, if you die on a level, you start the level over. That's how it works. You start the floor over. So even if you're on the last guy, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And it's one-shot kill, pretty much. So I was aiming my sight at the last guy, and this has happened multiple times. I shot at him, he's dead, and then it doesn't say mission cleared. I'm like, what? What happened? And then someone comes up from behind me, stabs me, and I die, and I have to start the whole thing over. That's my favorite part. Because I knocked someone out on accident.
That's my favorite part of the Aragon saga.
What?
Aragon? You know what I mean?
No.
You know, so you don't know what Aragon is?
No.
So it's
Is it that
worst
blue dragon?
movie. Yeah, it's a blue dragon. Yeah.
Okay. So
it's the worst movie. Apparently the books are fine, but it's the worst movie that came out after Harry Potter and trying to rank the to jerk off that audience. I realized recently Aragon is the least creative title for a series about dragons because Aragon
is air and dragon.
Is just No, it's ERAGAN. It's just dragon, but the letter D is one more in the alphabet.
Yeah.
That's it. The only difference.
Yeah.
It's like Drogon in
Game of Thrones. Jesus, dude.
It's dragon, but Drogon. You know.
I mean, yeah.
And I want to That's just so you know.
That's very lazy. Yeah.
It is, and the movie is not good. There are two really high-profile actors in it.
Who?
Because they clearly thought it was going to be a hit.
Who?
The guy that plays Rumpelstiltskin in Once Upon a Time.
Really?
Is the bad guy.
I didn't even know he existed.
And then
outside of that show.
Yeah, well. Oh, now I'm forgetting.
I'm just kidding. He's cool. He's a good actor.
Yeah. Now I'm
Was he good in that?
I think he's fine. He's evil as fuck though.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah. I watched it as a kid. I liked it, but
that seems like a movie that Liam Neeson would sign on to.
Wasn't. He actually wasn't.
No? That literally surprised me.
I know. What's the name of the fucking guy that's in this movie? There's the...
I don't know. Joaquin Phoenix?
It's not Joaquin Phoenix.
Is it Joaquin Phoenix?
Joaquin would probably have been, like, in his teens when this movie came out.
They're just all the better.
Yeah. What else has Joaquin been in?
Her, The Master.
The Master?
Yeah, it's about Scientology.
Oh, yeah.
Other good movies that I don't remember the names of.
I don't think he's been in anything that much.
He is.
He's famous, but he's not in anything.
He's famous because he's, like, surprisingly not famous.
I guess, yeah. And his name is Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, you're a very unique looking dude, and I recognize you, and I don't know your name, and then you learn his name because you don't know.
And it's very memorable.
Yeah, it's very memorable.
It's like,
and you wouldn't expect it.
It's like Shady McGreeve on Rank.
If you look at the Her poster, I would never have guessed that man's name is Joaquin Phoenix.
No, he doesn't look like a Joaquin.
No.
He looks like a...
Like a Mark, maybe.
Alfonso, maybe.
Alfonso?
Yeah. I'd say it looks like Alfonso.
Sure.
Maybe a... Alfredo?
Alfredo?
Like the pasta sauce.
Like the pasta sauce?
And cut. End the episode right there.
I'm not going to give you the last word. I'm not going to allow you the satisfaction.
Well, you can't do that for sure.
What do you mean?
You never know.
I do know. Okay, bye. Welcome back to the Show Now Podcast. Joe. Joe, we should record an outro.
I don't think we should do that.
Joe, we should have outros.
I think that's not in my best interest.
Okay, welcome back to the John
Joaquin!